Hello again, my lovely creatives. Rebecca here. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to Mixed Media Mayhem a day later. So it's not so much that I don't know if I lost my crafty mojo, or I just really, it's been a lot. So I've touched on it here and there. I recently got promoted at work. I am now moved to the 3rd department at my new job. It's really kind of funny. I've been there for 6 months, and I am now promoted into the logistics management position over the St. Louis side. And it's just been a whirlwind, and not so much more responsibilities, but more responsibilities. It's kind of different because it's kind of what I was doing. Now I just have an entire team underneath me and so many more responsibilities, and I do like 10 to 12 hours a day. So when I come home, I just want to chillax and, I don't really want to work again. So I do try to do pretty much everything for the prior week, for the upcoming week on a Saturday and Sunday, right? And here lately, for like the past month, Saturdays, I've just been like, I don't want to do anything. And then I try to get everything done on Sunday, along with, hanging out with the family and stuff. And I run out of time. So things have settled down. The promotion has went through. I am going to be able to, it's noon on Saturday. I know I'm late posting. Well, it's noon when I'm creating this. But I've got 48 hours, somewhat, 36 hours, something like that I would like to get through October, but as long as I can get through next weekend, I'll call it a win. But yes, so that's kind of what's been going on why I've had like lapses in videos and whatever, but we're back, we're good, and we're going to use this inspiration today. MK chose this, and it is a scrabulette. I'll just let you focus. It's not going to focus. But anyway, this is the lift we're going to do. I'm going to have 2 photos instead of 1. This is me on vacation. But we are going to do, we're going to pull in all those browns. I've pulled ground espresso and walnut stain for my distress. And I pulled in my second kit for How to Kill a Kit with Style, because it really does represent the mood and feel. And I'm trying to kill these off so I don't have to use them again. How sad is that? I do also have this little piece right here. I actually made some embellishments, and then I kind of took this one apart because I thought that the doily that it was sitting on, I did it in a class, so the people that took the class, you will recognize this, and you guys know in that class I said I didn't really like that one, so I kind of revamped it, and I'm going to try to get this piece on there, but there's not a lot of embellishments, and I don't have any embellishments pretty much left in this kit. This is, whoa, just throwing things. This is pretty much all that we have. So, you guys know how I feel. I would rather have paper left over than embellishments. So having all these papers left over, not even a thing for me. I've pulled in some twine, and I'm going to grab a stencil. And I think we're going to do texture paste, but I am going to cut these guys down, kind of angle them on each other. I've pulled the brick paper to be my background. And this is just from my little stash of all things background, so wood grain and just anything that would make a nice paper, patterned paper background. I've pulled this brown piece because we're going to split it, and then I'm going to tuck it away, and we're going to put that behind it. I'm going to get all of that done. So I know you're kind of like, whoa, how are you going to do mixed media on this? But I'm going to pull in some browns and some texture paste and glitter glaze and things like that to, have that all fun. But before I do the split, before I tear it, I want to do my mixed media, and then I'll tear through the mixed media. So let me pull all of my stuff, and we'll be right back. Well, I got all sorts of carried away and forgot to hit record. So basically, I've cut my photos down and cut a whole bunch of mats. These are going to go right here, so I always kind of draw my little line so that I know. I've took both my distress inks and made that fun border, and now I'm taking Distress Oxide Spray in Ground Espresso. And we're just going to do some packaging. So you have to kind of be prepared for what kind of packaging you're using. Like mine, as you can see, it's repelling it, so it's bubbling up. So you just have to be careful when you're squishing it around. Come in and I am going for a blotchy look to begin with. You guys know sometimes I come in and I want the pouncy look, but I do want it to be pretty blotchy all the way up and down. So then we'll just go in and fill in some of those areas that we just did, so it doesn't look too like schmeary. Okay, just holy Moses. Okay. I think I want just a little bit more in this, just pushed up a bit. Okay. So we've got that going for us, and then we're going to take our gloss spray, our Dana Wakley gloss spray and syrup. And I don't, like this one's okay, I don't shake them like this, because we've got the buildup at the bottom, but we are going to splatter with this one. Because it's a lighter form of brown. I'm just, you don't realize how much of this stuff you use. Until you it starts to go away, I guess is what I'm saying. So we're just going to get this all on there. I'm going to let this dry. But I do want a lot of dirty mixed media. This is what I call dirty mixed media. Messy, dirty, however you want to look at it, but it's my favorite kind. It's not pretty. It's not uniform, you know. You don't know what's going to happen with it. Let's go ahead and wipe that up. And then I'm going to use this Simon Hurley stencil. It is the Tiny Diamonds and some Nouveau embellishment mousse in Cosmic Brown. I'm hoping it's not dried up. I dislike Nouveau embellishment mousse. I just don't like it. But I have it and I want to use it up, so I always use this metal. And I don't know. I'm going to start working it now because it does just kind of crumble. And I'm hoping that I'll be able to get some sort of good stencil work out of this. So I just kind of go in there and I keep doing this until it starts becoming a bit creamier. And I'll cut it and I'll keep working it. And I'll just keep kind of pulling it down and then squishing it back together. And that's really the only way, you guys, that I know how to even attempt to use this stuff. It's just not my favorite. And that's okay. And if you like it, I am sorry. It is probably definitely most likely user error, but it's just not one of my favorites. But you can get it to come pretty creamy. You gotta really want it, right? Like, it is going creamy now. And I think that's the problem. Like, I want it to be creamy. I don't want to have to, I'm lazy. I don't want to have to work for it. Let's see. So I'll leave this part in the video, and I'll do all the stencil work, because you guys have seen stencil works. If we come back and we have a whole new background, you know that this didn't work. I'm just going to keep going in there. I mean, this might change my whole opinion of this stuff. I've never actually sat here and worked it this much because my arm usually gets tired and I get impatient. But yeah, so this actually, because it's kind of turning into a paste. And maybe that's the point. Maybe I just didn't understand how this stuff was supposed to be worked, right? Interesting. I may be eating my words and buying more of this. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Okay. So this is still got to dry because I do want that gloss spray. I love gloss spray. It looks like spray paint to me. That's how I see it, but we're going to let that dry. We are going to stencil all through this area, and then we're going to rip it and distress it and have some fun. So I'll be right back. So here's what I've got cut. So I think we're just going to do all those fun little wonky layers behind here. And I'm just kind of lining them up, kind of however it makes sense. Okay. And then we're going to go this one. We're going to turn this way. And then we're going to get this one. About like that. So then these are going to sit here. So this, we just need to, look at how cool that turned out. And I did end up putting some over here as well. So I'll splatter it all when I'm done. So we're just going to take this. Just rip it down the middle. And then this one, we're just going to make the gap so that the white, I want the white core to show. On each side. So we're just going to come in and just tear a little bit off, which is a lot harder than it should be. Okay. So we will just tear it straight down. To this cardstock. I'm just going to come right in and line it up so that we have a nice solid footing. Since I've got so much mixed media on the back, I'm just going to, or on the front, we are going opening in. A little trimmer. And we're just going to trim that off. And trim that down a smidge. And then we've got that fun little crease. Alright. So we're going to get our photos on. I'm going to pop them up on some foam. And hit the camera stand. I apologize. I'm just going to stick these little guys in here. I always use liquid and dry, so I know it's going to stay. I'm going to put that on there. All right, so now I got to go ahead and pull some stuff, right? So I think what I want to do is just go ahead and cut that guy right in half because I want to stick some of it right there. Then we're going to take the other part and kind of pop it under there. Yeah. So again, I'm going to do both liquid and dry, just so I know it sticks. Okay, same here. Pop this guy right there. Okay, so we've got that going on, so now we need to build a little bit of something down here. I've pulled in this twine that so let's see. Let's just see about making like a little circle down there. Then we're going to right, so if you just take it and wrap it around your hands and then you pull it apart, you actually get a pretty even circle. But I'm just gonna run it under here, right? Just kind of just arrange it a little bit. Okay. Tuck that under. So we get a little bit of the texture going on. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. So I think what we'll do is we will just create two little bitty elements, right? And go ahead and pop them under there. So we can just well, maybe we can, maybe we can't. All right. There's that one. Then we'll do this one over here the same. So, you know, I'm the queen of tearing things back up. Maybe I am. Here's my. So we are going to make this do what we want it to do, right? by pulling it down like that. Then we're just going to go ahead and add adhesive there. And then run the adhesive over here as well. Okay. I can't make it work now. I'm all flustered. All right. Also got glue on my hands, so that doesn't really help. Okay. So that one's going to go there. I'm going to go ahead and use this one last chipboard piece with Wanderlust on it. We're going to call that our title for the day. Hold that down for a minute. And yeah, that's another thing used. We are going to do a very simple title. I'm just going to do love. And I'm just going to pop it right up here because I don't know where the title went. I don't have the original lift, and I've been trying to like not resort back to them, right? Like let that, I mean, look at it, study it, and then go from there, because I just haven't wanted to like do a total copy. All right. That's it. Let's back this up a little bit. I got you guys really close. So I'm actually really loving the way this turned out. I liked all the mixed media in the background because that's my favorite part. So don't forget to check all blah, 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 words are hard. Don't forget to check out all my friends playing along with Mixed Media Mayhem. Next week is our hop. We do a monthly hop, so I will have the Facebook group linked down below. So head on over there and join in. Anybody can play along the last Friday of the month. We've got a lovely inspiration that Janet picked for us. And what else? Everybody playing along with 30 days of sketches, which I did not do this for, but I've been so used to saying that why not? But yeah, I do apologize for the late post, but we got there in the end, and now I'm going to spend the rest of my time finishing out all of my layouts for the month of October, and then hopefully tomorrow I can move into November. Thank you guys so much. Do all the fun YouTubey things, thumbs up, join the channel, and I'll see you later with another video. Bye.